NFL circle, the Cleveland Browns have reached an agreement with veteran quarterback Joe Flacco on a one-year deal worth up to $4 million. Joe Flacco's agent Joe Linta told ESPN's NFL insider Adam Schefter about the deal. It is confirmed the Browns have signed Joe Flacco, the same guy who won the NFL Comeback Player of the Year award back in 2023 playing for the Cleveland Browns. So this is a big-time move for the Browns, for Joe Flacco, considering before they just signed Joe Flacco, their quarterback room wasn't that great. At this moment in time, Deshaun Watson is cooked, and Kenny Pickett isn't that good right now. So bringing Joe Flacco is definitely an upgrade over those two at this moment in time. But here's the thing, though. This definitely won't be a long-term sign. The Cleveland Browns either have to go after a late draft sleeper quarterback in this NFL draft or next year's NFL draft. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about this deal and what's next for the Browns at the quarterback position. Smash the like button, subscribe to this channel, and as always, I love you all. Breaking news on the NFL circle, the Cleveland Browns have reached an agreement with veteran quarterback.
So back 2 years ago when he played for the Cleveland Browns, I think he played from week 6 to week 7 and straight through wrong and took the Cleveland Browns to the playoffs. And since Deshaun's hurt, Cleveland's trying to make that magic work. But then again, still waiting on with this signing, it still waits on if where is Aaron Rodgers going to sign. But other than that, Ronnie, what's your take on this deal, and also if Aaron Rodgers as well?
So here's the thing: when it comes to Aaron Rodgers, he's not a team player. Nobody wants to play with him. Nobody want to pick him up because of the aspect of that. Now, Aaron Rodgers was a team player. He was very had that energetic personality like Joe Flacco. He would have got picked up in any team, but however, he's just not. He's just not that type of dude. And not only that, but allegedly, he's the type of person that after every game he goes and complain and start talking crap about everybody in the locker room. So that's why nobody's picking him up. Remember, Aaron Rodgers is a legendary GOAT. Because he came from Green Bay and then he go to the other team and he still average about okay numbers, but he's just not got. Now when it comes to the aspect of Joe is he's a veteran. He's a veteran quarterback. Now that he got rings under his belt, he does what he do. And now that he's also a team player, people love to play for him. He doesn't give up. He's pushed hard. I can see Joe probably after this season going to another team. That's how much they love Joe. Joe's just one of that guys that just the NFL just love him. But when it comes to the aspect of Aaron Rodgers, nah. Go right ahead, Hakeem. Your commentary.
I think this is a good. I think this is a good sign on. Flacco averages 65% for his CPM. He's 1,700 yards. He had 12 touchdowns last year with the Colts. 7 interceptions, where that's a 90 percentile. So this is good to have him as a good main thing for them to figure out what they're going to do. Maybe build something around him, to see a system that can work. Other than that, with Aaron Rodgers, you perfectly just said it. Who wants to work with somebody that arrogant? That into himself. And this is not football when it's just only about you.
For Joe Flacco, I think this is a good signing. And the thing is about Joe Flacco, even though he's 40 years old, I think he's 40 or 41 years old, he can still throw the rock. He can really, really throw the thing. He might throw some interceptions, but he can still throw the rock. He has a deep ball for throwing the football and everything. So also he plays very, very well with the Cleveland Browns scheme, especially with the coach, which is the offensive coordinator, and that's why he won Comeback Player of the Year. Back in 2023, which is 2 years ago. So I think this is a solid move. Also, they have Kenny Pickett, who might be the backup and everything. But, I'm hoping for Cleveland when it comes to the draft. It's in less than 2 weeks away, that they'll draft a quarterback for the future because, I know you got Joe Flacco, but he's going to be there for a year. Kenny Pickett is a backup, and Deshaun Watson to me is done. He's done. He got his money. To me, he stole money for Cleveland. He stole money from Cleveland, and to me he's done. So hopefully, Cleveland can get a quarterback in the draft coming soon. And for Aaron Rodgers, if Pittsburgh didn't sign you, you're done. Because the draft is coming up. If he don't get signed before the draft, I think he should retire. It's over with. Because if that's the case, I think Pittsburgh they should draft. I think it should draft Shedeur Sanders, Deion's son. I think he'll be perfect for a squad like that because they got weapons And if they build a line for him, I think they'll do some damage. But yeah, Joe Flacco, I think he'll have another really, really good year coming up in 2025.
Yep. And I have a shout out to White High that's also in the building. Shout out to